Hi, we're Liam and Janine, and we've been living full-time in the back of this removals van for the last 2 years.
And today we're going to give you our very first and exclusive van tour. So let's go look inside.
As you can see, it's a Luton removals van. It's a Citroen Relay 2015 plate. And what attracted us to this were two main reasons. The first one being the king-size bed that we can fit above the cab. So we actually sleep above this the cab area here. Also, it's a 2015 plate, but for some reason, it's exempt from most of the ULEZ zones around the UK. Believe it or not, this is pretty much how the removals van looked when we bought it. We knew that we were going to be doing a lot of stealth camping, and although it's a big vehicle and it stands out like a sore thumb, we've kept the sign writing on this side. There's obviously windows and doors, but as you move round, the side that faces the road, we've kept without windows and doors, so that everyone on this side, passing traffic, police, traffic wardens, whoever, will just see Morgan the removals van. And it does work. We have never, ever had a knock in 2 years asking us to move on. So as we get into Morgan is his name, by the way, the removals company is called A. Morgan's, and the name just sort of stuck. So his name's Morgan, and he's a lovely green colour. And as we go in around the side door, we actually had this, so the writing bled across the door, giving it, once again, a little bit more element of stealth. But as we open this door and get in, one of our favourite features is this. It's quite a high chassis, big, strong, high chassis. Got that sort of overlander feel to it. But with it being so high, it's actually quite difficult to get into. So we had one of our fabricator friends join a motorhome step onto the chassis itself so that we can just step in. It's absolutely brilliant and one of our favourite features. Welcome to Morgan. This is our full-time off-grid home. Summer, winter, all the time. Believe it or not, even though he's tall, he's a mid-wheelbase van. This is all based on mid-wheelbase, so we can actually get into parking spaces at supermarkets and in public car parks with no hassle whatsoever. What we wanted, as I mentioned before, was the bed, which is behind you, and this is the full living area in front of you. And it really meant a lot to us because the previous van that we were in was a Transit that was also a mid-wheel base. All there was a fixed bed in the back and really not much room to do anything else, a small kitchen space. So with this, the main emphasis was on the king-size bed, the sofa area and a full kitchen. And that's exactly what we went for. First thing you'll notice as you walk in is how big the kitchen area is. We've got a 2-ring hob cooker, and we've got an oven as well. The oven was really important to us because our previous van didn't have one in, and we missed making roasts and baking and that sort of thing. So we're super happy with that. And we've got this huge area here. These are bamboo worktops. The bamboo worktops are durable yet lightweight. And so we've got all of this space to do cooking in, and we make big elaborate meals sometimes just because we can. The other thing that we wanted when we moved into this van was a big fridge. We had a tiny little fridge before. This one is a huge one, and with a freezer compartment, and it can fit everything in from milk, beers, food, frozen berries, everything, and we absolutely love it. The other thing you'll notice, and the huge benefit from having a Luton van, is the space factor. So most people, including us with previous vans, whenever there's space, we put storage in, shelves, cupboards, everything. Everybody does it because it's all about maximising storage. You can carry more stuff. When we moved into this van, we wanted to go minimal so that we actually had enough storage space, which we do here. We've got enough for all of our kitchen utensils, pots, pans, and then enough food storage as well as clothes storage. But as you'll notice on this side, there's absolutely no storage whatsoever. So it feels like a living room. And you have that, the minimalist vibe is a really important one. It calms the mind, it makes a nicer home. And with having such tall ceilings as well, it just gives that really calm, homely vibe to it. We absolutely love it and we wouldn't change it for the world. However, there is storage everywhere as well. Under sinks, under cabinets, Even under these sofas here, there's so much storage, and we even have a wardrobe underneath the bed as well, so we can keep all of our clothes there. So this is pretty much all for activities, food, utensils, that sort of thing. The vibe that we were going for in the back of the van was definitely beach, cabin, shack, sort of maybe summer cottage sort of look, maybe Mediterranean a little bit. The reason why we were going for that is because in England, in the winter, and sometimes in the summer as well, it's very, very dull. And even on a dull day, we wanted a van, a home that uplifted us. So we went with off-white colours through the back. It's all wooden as well, so it's like a shack, and you've got these sky blue colours and then some yellows in there as well. Not too much yellow, but a little bit of yellow with the sunflowers and the curtains, just to lift the place a bit. And it carries on with a minimalist theme as well, and it just makes you feel calm. And van life doesn't have to be stressful. When you're living full-time doing this in all sorts of weathers, you are spending a lot of time in the back of here, and it needs to be good. It needs to be nice. Lighting is really important in this van, and we've only got small windows, but they do the job. So we've got tiny little, almost like horse box windows. From the outside, it gives it a real vintage look, a bit like a horse box or something along those lines. It matches the sign writing we've got on the side and the green colour as well. And these are brilliant, these ones here. These are double glazed ones, and they open up fully, and they have fly screens and blackout blinds, and they just excellent. No condensation on them whatsoever, which is excellent. But the back, we also have these actual horse box windows that are semi-tinted. All of the windows are semi-tinted, and we also like the style of these as well as the light they bring in. We have skylights. We've got the max air fan above us here, which obviously, as you know, draws air in and takes air out, so it deals with the ventilation. We never have to worry about ventilation in here. We've never had a problem with mold or condensation or anything like that. It all works really, really well because of the max air fan that we keep open quite a lot, especially when we're cooking. And we've also got a skylight and the big XL scale, a skylight above our beds, and all of those combined provides enough light and enough ventilation so we don't have to worry. We've got a really nice deep sink here that we love. Great for washing up, great for washing, great for whatever you want to do, and it even has a hose 2-setting sprinkler on here as well, so when you want to conserve water, it's really, really good. This is all linked up to a boiler down there. We've got a 10-litre boiler that provides us with, in the summertime, excess power that comes from the solar heats up the boiler. So we have hot water from spring to autumn, no worries, never have to worry about it whatsoever. In the winter, when there's less solar and there's less excess power, then the diesel heater, we have a diesel heater that heats the whole place up, but also when we invert that diesel heater, it heats up the boiler. It takes a little bit longer, but means that we get to have hot showers all year round without ever having to worry about it. The diesel heater works really, really well, as we have so much insulation in here. So during the winter, it stays cozy and warm very easily and heats up very, very quickly as well, as you know with diesel heaters. And in the summer, the heavy insulation keeps it cool in here as well. So we've got best of both worlds with that. We also have spice racks, and the boiler also heats the water up for our shower. One of the main features in the back of our van is we have a full-size shower. Now, the reason why we went for a full-size shower is because our previous van, we lived in a transit for 1 year full-time, and the toilet situation wasn't a problem in the UK. There's public toilets everywhere, but we had to keep on going to gyms and swimming pools to have showers all the time. So we thought, if we go into a new van, how nice it would be to actually have a shower that we can use. We don't use it every day. It means that we don't have to constantly use swimming pools and gyms. So this is a full hot shower, and it works tremendously, and we are so pleased with it. This is definitely our favourite thing about this van. We've got a really nice, comfortable, fixed king-size bed. It's like a little snug away from everything all, a completely separate bedroom, and we absolutely love it. Aside from the fact of having a king-size bed with 2 people is nice for space, we've also got a skylight where we can climb up onto the roof or simply lay in bed and just watch the stars, which is what we do often on a clear night, which is a rarity in England for sure, but it's a nice feature anyway. The skylight actually opens up onto the roof, and up there we have some composite decking, so you can actually get up and sunbathe during the summer or whenever the sun decides to show his face.
What a beautiful, beautiful day.
I know.
I'm just sat here looking out this hatch thinking we should blatantly make this the first time that we go out on that hatch.
That's such a good idea.
Let's go out on the roof because it's such a beautiful day, there's hardly any wind. we're on the beach, we're camping on the beach. Let's do it for the first time because we haven't ever used it before, and it's just going to be brilliant. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We're together, that I'm sheltered by your heart, but in and outside, I turn to water like a teardrop in your palm, and it's a hard winter's day, I dream away. It must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted, now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's
Another feature that we absolutely love, it's such a luxury to have in a van, but a nice space during the summer, especially when there's two people living in the van, that one of us can get up there away from it all. And it's really high up as well. When you're up there, a lot of the time people can't even see that you're up there, which is excellent. Each of us have a reading light that is touch sensitive above our bed so we can read at night and not disturb the other, both with a USB socket on. USB sockets are throughout the van, including 3-pin sockets. So let's talk about power. Inside this cupboard is where the magic happens. Underneath our king-size bed is a full wall of blue Victron and lithium batteries. So basically what we've got is this van is a fully off-grid machine. It was another requirement that we wanted for doing full-time in the UK. The previous van that we had lead acid batteries, so it took so much management. We couldn't charge laptops very often. It was very difficult to do, but we managed it for a whole year, including winter. When we came into this van, we knew that we wanted to worry less and have to manage less, even though I think everybody has to manage the power in the van. This thing is a big 365 day a year all round off-grid machine. Obviously, so the solar covers the roof, covers the majority of the roof anyway. We've got 700 watt of solar up there, which means that even during, like in England, we get very, very limited sunlight. Whenever we get that sunlight, you want enough solar to be able to capture it and store it in the awesome batteries that we've got. We've got 220 watt lithium batteries down there, solar charger. We've got a 2000 watt inverter, which means that Janine can use her straighteners, her hairdryer. We've even got high powered blenders. You know, if we wanted air fryers, it's all good with that. And we've got DC to DC charger, which means that we can, when we're driving, it charges the batteries. So it works really, really well. And we absolutely love it all year round, off grid. There's nothing better. Other things that we forgot to mention are we've got this door that takes you from the back to the cab or cab to the back. I use it in emergencies. Janine uses it all the time. It's really good for stealth camping. And there's a blackout curtain so no one from the outside can see through to the back and see what's going on, which is good for security as well. Other things that we've got is a 75 litre fresh water tank, or 100 litre, I can't remember. A grey water tank. We've got electric hookup. So if you go to a campsite and you want to hook up, not that we ever need to do that. We've probably done that maybe a handful of times in the whole of our time living in this van. And we've got a 5G antenna on the roof as well, which is obviously it's good if your phone isn't getting good signal. It boosts that massively as well. We spent 2 years getting this van to this stage, but unfortunately Janine and I are going in a different direction now, and this van is currently up for grabs. So if you want this camper van all for your very self and you can see yourself going on many adventures in it, then please head to the link in the description of this video where you'll see more features of Morgan that we haven't mentioned in this video and how to get hold of Morgan for yourself and find out more details. Thank you for watching this video. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe, and you'll see what we're going to be up to next in life in general on the next video.
Good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.